Welcome to the first official episode of Mentor Matters Monday. My name is Liska and I'm the founder, president, left hand of She's a Boss. She's a Boss is a not-for-profit organization that facilitates leadership development and training for collegiate women of color. But there's a lot that goes into that, where we work with more than just students and women of color. But that will take a whole nother video to explain everything that we do and how we do it. So please go over to www.she'saboss.org to learn more about the organization. So today, again, welcome to Mentor Matters Monday. Why are we even doing this series? We are doing this 13-week series because our organization is founded on mentorship. Mentoring and having a mentor, being a mentor has many benefits. So we're doing this series as a way to encourage people to mentor and be mentored. So this first episode, we're going to kick it off with 5 facts. If you know me, you know I love statistics and facts, and I can get lost in data. And any data analysts out there, you might be familiar with analysis paralysis, and I definitely fall into that mode sometimes. But I'm limiting myself today, and I'm going to share 5 facts. 5 facts. So the first fact: women are more likely to mentor than be mentored. I'm going to say that one more time. Women are more likely to be a mentor than to be mentored. So they are less likely to be a mentee, but that's very typical of how women typically operate, and typically, even stereotypically to some extent, that women pour into others so much more than they pour into themselves. So remember that. Women are more likely to mentor than be mentored. And that leads very well into the second fact, which is that women are less likely to seek out mentor relationships. So a big part of why we are less likely to be mentored is because we're not seeking out those types of relationships. So, understand that, know that, recognize that, be aware of that, and start looking for them. Start making those asks, start looking for ways that you can be mentored, for ways that other people can pour into you. Third fact, this one I came into understanding. There's research to back all these facts, but I came into the understanding of this third fact a little later in my involvement with She's a Boss. And I've been doing She's a Boss for almost a decade. But this third fact is emotional connections are more important than professional expertise. I get a lot of professionals who are interested in being mentors in our program, but that's usually their first apprehension, second to time being a constraint. But they're always, I don't know if I know enough, or am I at a place where I can be a mentor? And the answer is yes. It's a fact that an emotional connection is really a foundation for a successful and an impactful mentor relationship. So fact number 3, emotional connection is greater than professional expertise. Fact number 4, these last 2 facts are going to be more specific to students because of the nature of She's a Boss and what we do. But fact number 4 is the source of mentors for undergraduates is predominantly professors. It was over 60% of undergraduates who have had mentors, over 60% of them, their mentors were their professors. And that's not a bad thing. I think that's great to develop relationships with your professors while you're in school, but I also think it's super important, and probably even a little more important, to develop relationships with people in the community outside of your campus. Thinking back on my college experience, I was a commuter, so it's definitely a little different from a lot of others' college experiences. But even though my college life experience was still very much on campus. Programs happen on campus. Those connections you're making happen on campus. So I'm really proud of that fact with the She's a Boss programming, is because we rally professionals from the entire community and not just a campus to be mentors. So again, fact number 4, the predominant source of mentors for undergraduate students are professors. And so that brings me to fact number 5, which is first generation and minority undergraduate students are less likely to be mentored by their professors. Now, you can, come to your own conclusions as to why that is, but the fact is, it's a fact. And to some degree, to a pretty good degree, that's a problem, because there's other facts that I'm not going to get too much into right now, but there are other facts that, I think we all might inherently know to some extent, that people of color, minorities, are at a disadvantage in the workplace. So if we are not being mentored early on, if we're being passed up for those opportunities, we suffer much longer than just in that moment. So mentorship is super important to me, and it's important for me to spread that to my colleagues, to my peers, to the generations after me. But I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I don't want these videos to be too long. So I'm just gonna run through those 5 facts one more time. Fact number 1, women are more likely to be mentors than be mentored. Fact number 2, women are less likely to seek out mentor relationships. And then fact number 3, emotional connections are more important to a mentor relationship than professional expertise. Fact number 4, the source of mentors for undergraduates are predominantly their professors. And then fact number 5, first generation students and minority students are less likely to be mentored by their professors than their counterparts. So that was it for this first episode of Mentor Matters Monday. I will see you, or I always say this, you will see me next week. And also, if you're tuning in today, Monday, February 8th, tomorrow, February 9th, we are conducting a mentor training. And then next week, Tuesday, February 16th, we're conducting a mentee training. So there is still time to sign up. So please make sure you go to the website, www.she'saboss.org, and just click on our events right there on the first page, and you'll be able to learn more about those trainings. We already have a great group that is signed up for tomorrow's training, and we would love to have some more great people in that Zoom room. But have a great week, everybody, and tune in next week.